this is the solution, sadly. Makes a hell of a mess, but it does work. Okay. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, this episode starts in the garage/storage unit. I am here to find pop bumper parts. Let's see what we got. Got my Xenon playfield. Let's move that out of the way. No, let's move it over this way. And, because I might need access possibly to my gold wings. That's System 80B. But maybe it has some similar parts. Let's take a look at the pop bumper. It's pretty rusty, but you know what? I think that is exactly what I need. It's got the steel spoons, or these are like, those are the nylon spoons, but this switch here, I don't know, maybe that'll work. But let's check black hole. I'm kind of thinking that there's a good chance that this has been stripped down and there's not going to be much of anything left on here. But it's worth a look. Hey, yes! That's exactly what I need, this stack right here. Is it just the one? Yeah, that's okay. I might be able to survive with just that. Not a whole lot of much else left on this playfield. Is there anything else I want to steal from it? Drop target assembly. Okay, well, at least there's this. I'm going to steal that. That'll help with the Mars God of War. And I don't know, maybe I'll take one of these just in case. In case of emergency. But yeah, alright. So I'll steal some parts and then see you back in the basement. Okay, I was just reading some YouTube comments, and fellow shenanigander Barry Lenhart pointed out to me that, see these little wire guides right here? Can I just yoink that right out, actually? That this drop target bank is actually missing those. So good eye, Barry. Thanks for letting me know. That would explain why some of these nails are here. Obviously to prevent the ball from getting in behind the rubber. There are other ways of doing things than putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails. So what I think I'm going to do is pull out this guy and see if it fits both these spots. And if so, I'll see if Kevin can make me a couple of those. Let me grab some pliers. Let's see if I can yoink this guy out. One-handed is never ideal. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. One moment. The problem was I wasn't using the right tool for the job. What you gotta use is a Phillips screwdriver. And, oh shit, this is not going well. There you go, that's what you gotta do. It's got those little fins that makes it a little more difficult, but let's see. Yeah, that fits there perfectly. And yeah, okay. I don't know, these holes are not even stripped, so where the hell, they just got smashed, or is the old legs in there? Oops. Are they broken off inside? That's what I would think, but it doesn't look like it. Worst comes to worst, I can drill new holes if I have to, but yeah, Barry, you're right. This backside of the drop target opening here is taking a beating from the balls because These are missing, but I know a guy, so I'm going to bring these over to Kevin's possibly tonight or this and see if he can whip me up a couple. So good eye again, Barry. Thank you. Okay, it's been a few days since I've been recording down here. Here's the evidence of what I was doing last. Yeah, prying off these little metal rail things. So Kevin has made up some for me, and I'm going to pick them up tonight. And you know what? I lost my black-handled Phillips screwdriver, and it's been missing in action for at least a week. So I'll keep that around until I find it, although that one's probably better. Anyway, so in the interim, I met again with Kurt from St. Thomas, and I traded him a spare plastic that he needed for his Mars God of War, and he traded me this soundboard, which is pretty sweet. System 80 soundboard from his Mars God of War. He went with an aftermarket. So with my intermittent sound issue, maybe this will work. Thanks again, Kurt. Appreciate that. So I got this and the one that's in there. Between the two, I'm sure I can get one to work perfectly, or get Brent to do that. Oh yeah, and then I got these from storage, and the other clip there. So I managed to grab 2 spoon assemblies for the pop bumpers. One has a bit shorter length of screws and spacers, and this one is a little longer, so I might need to perform surgery if I want to use that, but this should be plug and play for the cockeyed switch that was in there. So they were trying to use this switch on the bottom, I believe, which was just too long and mushed up. So I got one of these from storage too, although there's probably more of those in here, but whatever. I got all kinds of extra parts. Found this another drop target bank with 4 more good L brackets and all kinds of other miscellaneous good stuff. So this is basically the System 80 parts pile. And this other drop target bank can go there too. So I am finally going to get back to this playfield, probably remove these mylar skirts, cut off my toothpicks that are filling up holes, clean this playfield. Do I LED it? To LED or not to LED? How do you not LED it? I think I have to. I think it's just standard protocol these days. It would look pretty darn cool, and you don't need any adapters for these Gottlieb machines like you do in Bally and Stern, so you save that cost. But there's a lot of lights. Probably with all these, I'm guessing at least 150 light bulbs. So at about $1 a piece, that's not bad. 150 bucks for a pretty significant upgrade, both cosmetically and electronically, because they run on much less heat. So there's many advantages to that. Okay, so time to get to work and see what I can accomplish. Okay, I've been working away for maybe close to an hour, and this is what I'm up to. So I got rid of the toothpicks in the rollover lanes, removed all the nails out of the center drop target area, and I went to find my clear new star posts, but I brought them over to Kevin's for Whirlwind, and I guess I didn't ever bring them back. Oh, look, clear doubles. I'm going to use those. So what I did find was a bag of like maybe 15 new red star posts. And not all red star posts are created equal. There is fins that go this way, horizontal, fins that go vertical. There's different heights. You can see there, that first red one right there has a little extra lip on the top. So it's a tiny bit taller than the clear ones that came off of Mars God of War, but I did it. I took out almost all of the clear posts and put in mostly new red posts. They're a smidge taller. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. And for some used ones, I just kind of cleaned them up, and this is what it all looks like. And so I just like cleaned around every post, removed all the bulbs. Let's kind of do a full-on view like that. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I mean, especially when they're kind of lit up with LEDs. So this is where I'm thinking of using the clear posts, the doubles. Clean those guys up. And then if I can find one more, I could replace this guy too. But yeah, I think it's gonna look good. Much better than this old, nasty, worn out pile of once upon a time clear star posts. So here is the zone that looks like it's been hit with a machine gun. That's all ready to go for the new brackets that I should be picking up tonight. These guys here, bring that area all back to original. And now I'm gonna go ahead and probably install LEDs, because I have to before these lane guides go in. So I gotta clean this area. It would be really cool. I saw on Pinside, someone had all clear lane guides on their Mars God of War. But I don't think I have enough of those in stock, and I don't really want to wait, but that would be cool. I need to find at least one more good one to replace that broken one. So, cleaning playfield, installing LEDs and lane guides, and then start installing rubber. That is the next step. Alright, I've run into a little issue. Thought I would share it with you. So in order to install LEDs in the general illumination, I either need to find LEDs that are thinner, which I don't think exist, or I could use the flat top LEDs with the smaller profile potentially, but then you'd have to try and fight it in there and turn it, and it wouldn't generally illuminate like it should. So I went and looked for a big drill bit, which turns out I do not have. Then I checked all my Dremel bits, and this is kind of the solution I've come up with. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Maybe, just maybe, I won't have to do it to every socket, but this is the solution, sadly. Makes a hell of a mess, but it does work. Okay, works for one socket. This is the one that I did. So I have a few more of these guys, and I guess I'm gonna have to do that if I want to use LEDs on the playfield. I mean, if you have a better idea, let me know, but by the time you give it to me, I might have already drilled all these friggin' holes out. Okay, here's where I'm at. I have given the playfield the first go over for cleaning. Novus will be next, and detail cleaning. I didn't do the shooter lane at all. So that's done. I polished all of the all the switches with my Dremel brush tool, and all of these sockets as well. Clean them out, and I replaced the opaque white, dirty white, off-white posts with clear, and put on clear, like, I don't think they're Titan clear rubbers, but they're silicone. And I did that for these guys too, which looks so much better than the old white ones. So the idea is to go clear rubbers throughout, and I just put on what I had. I'll see what I can do with this sample package I got from Pinball Life. I've already done 2 machines with it, so I'm missing a lot of sizes, but I'm gonna order what I need. I think I'm gonna go clear because I think it's gonna look friggin' awesome. So I'm kind of stuck right now. I tried to drill out a couple LED openings here, little socket holes. I just don't think I have the right tool for the job. If I get a 1/2 inch drill bit, then I think I could do better. But I did do these two, and I had two standard domed LEDs in there. Then for these guys, just for fun, I put in the flatheads, and they've been around for a while. I don't remember where I got them. So I put in 2, and then they lit up. Then I put in these 3, and then turned on the machine. And a couple of them didn't light up, and then all of a sudden all the other 4 that I had in there stopped working. So I don't know what the hell happened, but I checked all the fuses, I removed all the bulbs, and I just stuck one bulb back in and it worked. But for whatever reason, when I had the flat guys in there, it stopped working. So I don't know if they're like polarized, those particular older LEDs, but if I can just drill these guys down a bit with a proper tool, not that Dremel. See, look at that. It's not working now. Oh, so that one's just a little bit flaky. But all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 were not working. So I'm going to have to clean that better. Uh-oh, I'm never going to be able to get that out. So with much struggle, I can kind of make those work, but that's what I mean. I'm stuck. So I got to figure out a solution. Trying to get LEDs done, it'll work for all the inserts and all the back box. It's just the 20 general illumination. If I could get them LED, that would be nice. It would be kind of sad to just have those guys incandescent and the rest LED. So seeing what I can do about that. So that's where I'm stuck. I think the next thing I'll do, since I have a little more time, is maybe deal with that one pop bumper for now, and maybe rebuild the shooter rod. So that's next. Okay, surgery has been initiated and almost completed. I cleaned up this spoon nicely. This is the one I stole off of my black hole. This whole switch stack here. The other one that's shorter came from Gold Wings. So I've got it all soldered on, and I was using my cordless soldering iron. It's pretty good so far. I mean, I'm not ready to give it a full official review, but so far so good. And I did have to switch the orientation of the bracket. It was on the wrong side. So if I go like this, like so, and align that properly, then this guy will be happy again. All right, shooter rod is rebuilt. Took it all apart, cleaned it, put in a new barrel spring and new green rubber tip. I do want a red one on there ultimately, but this will work for now. And much better than it was. Cleaned up this housing a little bit too. And that's that. Alright, so I have been cleaning and adjusting pop bumper switches and testing them and trying to get them all perfect, and I'm pretty close, but I just noticed that my drop target bank on the front here is not resetting. I'm getting proper voltage at this solenoid and the other drop target solenoid, but not at a lot of the other solenoids, so kind of going backwards again. Maybe I have to reseat the connectors and eventually potentially repin them on the driver board. So I feel like I haven't made a whole lot of progress today, but I've been down here for quite a while. So what did I get accomplished? Changing out star posts and cleaning the playfield and changing a pop bumper switch and rebuilding the shooter rod. So made a little bit of progress, but not as much as I would have liked. I got stuck on those LEDs, and I'm not going to have enough clear rubber to do the machine, so I'll be in a bit of a holding pattern, I think, for a bit. I'm going to wrap up for now. I'm going to head over to the local Forked River Brewery for pinball league / tournament and get my head out of this Mars God of War and get a fresh crack at it potentially tomorrow. So we'll see you then.